Hi, I'm Brian Church. Thank you for joining me today, and we're going to be talking about the second of our three equities, value equity. Value equity is the second of the three all-important equities within the relationship momentum equation. It is value that supports the brand. It is value equity that is the glue and the foundation for your creation and accumulation of ambassador equity. Without value, your product, your project, your purpose, your organization will live a very short life. Many people mistake cheapness with value. Just because something is inexpensive, or at least less expensive than most of its competitors, does not necessarily mean that it translates into value or specifically value equity. We have all heard that price is an issue in the absence of value. This is true. If your only value is your margin of price or cost, you will not be able to adequately support your brand or acquire internal and external help. We are looking to create relationship momentum. Price and cost are important, but they do not make people want to shout your story from their platform. Remember this: value is much more than a fair return or equivalent in goods, services, or money for something exchanged. Anyone can, as they say, bring value to the table. Value is not hard to establish. Simply create a needed service or a product and a lower price until you establish some value. Of course, we're looking for more than just value here. We're looking for value equity. We want to build and sustain a robust value proposition that thrives and expands with our relationships over time. The long-term goal is to establish relationships where trust and value equity are continually deepened based on the product or service that you deliver. So let me rephrase the statement about the value on the table. The ability to create and maintain relationship momentum over long periods of time is based on your ability to bring increasing levels of value to the table, or as we like to call it, value equity. Relationship momentum consists of three equities that are multiplied by each other: brand equity, value equity, and ambassador equity. The true value of a product or service is to take into account the ability of your ambassadors to share the story. In the ultra-competitive landscape of the new economy, many times you must be both better and cost-sensitive. You have to begin thinking of the relationship momentum equation as an entirety. To say that you will have a successful product without a robust deliverable or value proposition is a self-deception. Whatever the value proposition or the deliverable that you're creating, there are four irrefutable laws of value equity that must be reassessed frequently and religiously. My challenge to you today is to take a step back from your value proposition and make sure that it satisfies these four rules. Number one, it must be real. Contrary to popular belief, the consumer is smart. If your value is not real and robust, they'll know. Number two, it must be relevant. No matter how well it works or how great the idea is, there has to be a significantly felt need in the marketplace. It is not enough for you to simply want them to have it or to totally believe that they need it. Number three, it must be transferable. If the value proposition is not easily transferable from person to person, it is not something an ambassador can effectively represent, killing your relationship momentum. Number four, it must escalate. If the value proposition does not grow, you will become vulnerable to competition and to losing clients and even ambassadors. Test your value proposition with these four laws and watch the equity you derive from your relationships begin to grow before your very eyes and move your organization and your ideas like never before. I'm Brian Church. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to speaking with you again soon.